The investigation of a deadly commuter train crash is focusing on the woman who drove onto the tracks. The collision north of New York City killed 6 people, including that driver. 49-year-old Ellen Brody had a husband and 3 daughters.
Officials at the scene want to figure out why Ellen Brody was caught between the 2 crossing gates. They also say everyone on the train may have survived if the electrified third rail had not pierced the first car of the train.
This morning, transit officials across the country are looking closer at their safety procedures and potential hazards. Jeff Pegues is riding a Washington, D.C. commuter train in Northern Virginia. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning. Each and every day, millions of Americans rely on commuter rail systems just like this one to get them to work and back home safely. And an average 5 million tons of freight is moved along America's railways each and every day. The Metro North crash was yet another wake-up call for transit officials nationwide. It happened near Monroe, Louisiana last October when a freight train plowed into a truck stuck on the tracks.
Oh my God! Tell me he got out.
And in North Carolina 1 month later. Every 3 hours in this country, a person or vehicle is hit by a train. And it's not just freight trains. Outside Chicago just last month, a car swerved in front of a commuter train. Just yesterday, a truck collided with a commuter train in Braintree, Massachusetts. Last December, a passenger car was also hit in Braintree after a fender bender pushed driver Karen Joy into the path of an oncoming train.
I didn't see the car coming from behind me. I just felt the impact of it, and I was in shock.
In 2014, there were 2,068 so-called highway rail incidents which killed 239 people. 87% of fatalities occur as a result of a driver's actions and poor judgment. In Maitland, Florida, a woman narrowly escaped disaster in May when she jumped from a car that was right in the path of a train. Bad as it is getting better. The number of collisions at crossings have actually dropped by 85% since 1978.
They don't happen that often. When they do, the results are catastrophic.
Chief Safety Officer Scott Sauer from the Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority said that sometimes drivers don't have much time to react.
A second or two from the time the bells and the lights begin to the time the gate starts to go into the down position.
The Federal Railroad Administration credits improvements such as those flashing lights and gates for decreased collisions above ground, but accidents happen underground as well. In January, hundreds of Washington, D.C. passengers were trapped inside a smoke-filled Metro train for 1 hour. Passengers encountered similar evacuation chaos after the Metro North collision in New York on Tuesday.
We've seen in the past problems with emergency doors or not enough emergency windows.
Former National Transportation Safety Board Chairman Deborah Hirschman says officials should look at ways to better educate riders.
We've got to make sure that we are taking the knowledge that we learn from these crashes, collisions, fires, and applying them.
Infrastructure improvements could lead to a decrease in collisions, but for right now, transit officials nationwide are focused on their evacuation procedures. They want to make sure that passengers know what to do when something goes wrong.
Jeff, thanks.